We are on the tie rod installation right now. As you can see, there are two different tie rod lengths. The longer tie rod is about 18.5 inches, which is the passenger tie rod, which would go on this side, while the driver tie rod is a bit shorter, which measures 17.25 inches, which will go onto this side. Working on the passenger tie rod, insert the tie rod over the leaf spring. Like that, put it on and thread the nut back on. The passenger tie rod has a bit of a different end. This end through the bell crank and thread on the nut. Here is the shorter tie rod, and the tie rod will be inserted into this hole from the back side, and we will put the nut on. And this tie rod runs down to that joint on the driver's side. Here's a closer view of the tie rod on the driver's side, and line up this hole right here. And then you just thread on the nut. Stepping back from the Jeep now, you can definitely tell that the wheels will not be straight. To make the first adjustments on the driver's side, I will spin you around and show you how it is done. So we're gonna have to take off this nut right here. It's just the quickest and fastest way. And then thread this one in more. Well, that definitely brought the tire in a lot. I will do the same thing to the other side, and that will be good enough for now. And then to make the final adjustments when we get there, you can spin this rod right here. And since they're threaded in opposite directions, it will move in or out. The same thing has to be done on the driver's side as well. And that definitely has brought this tire inwards more. Put on the final nut. And do the same step for the final adjustments, just to spin this rod. The purpose of these clamps is to hold the threads in place once it's set. Final adjustments will have to be made once we get all four tires on.